The sun is a big part of living on the Suncoast, but skin cancer doesn't have to be. And yet some young adults are not getting the message. That's the finding from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. As SNN local news reporter Jim Spiewak explains, experts say the risk for skin cancer in a couple of decades is high.
That's right, Lena. Despite the fact that the risk of melanoma increases with each sunburn, the World Health Organization says those in their teens and 20s are still soaking in the rays.
If I'm out on the beach for an extended period, I might put on a low SPF.
That's the understanding amongst young adults between the ages of 18 and 30, according to a new government report that suggests young adults are spending too much time under the sun.
It is the sun exposure that they get when they're younger, when they're in that age group, when they're young, even as the adolescents. It's that sun exposure that we worry about that causes the problems down the road.
Another report found adults under 30 reported at least one sunburn in the past year.
As we get our base tan, I don't worry about burning so much.
And experts agree for anyone that's going to be out in the sun for any length of time to use sunscreen that has the broad spectrum UVA and UVB protection on the label.
The UVB is one that causes redness and reddening of the skin, the actual sunburn that we see and feel. UVA is a deeper penetrating, form of UV radiation.
I asked Robert Hansen, who's visiting from New York, what he thought when he heard from the report that every sunburn increases your risk for skin cancer.
I really don't burn too often, so it doesn't really matter to me that much, I guess.
Even if you don't spend much time in the sun, experts say there's other influences that can lead to skin cancer, and these factors hit close to home.
If you have a first-degree relative or second-degree relative that has actually had melanoma, that does increase your risk of developing it at some point in your life.
And the last time the numbers were tracked in 2010, sunburns were most common in white folks, with 65% of those regularly going into the sun getting burnt, and the risk for sunburn was lowest among blacks. And Lena, I'm not a doctor and I don't play one on TV, but wear your sunscreen.
Yeah, of course. And important to know, it keeps you younger too, I hear.
There you go. Yep.
Thanks very much, Jim.
Yep.